The joy between Davido and Imade has started to increase, and that bond that they always wanted, it is something that they are already seeing by themselves. Because right now they feel like there is a whole lot they need to do at this certain moment, and everything that is actually needed for them should get sorted out. Because no matter how bad it might be, Davido has it at the back of his mind that he wants to make Imade a very, very happy person. He wants to make sure Imade is living the so called life that he has planned for her. And that is what he is working towards. That is what he is trying to figure out, because nothing apart from that would actually make him happy. Nothing apart from that will actually allow him to see the kind of things that he is willing to see, no matter how bad it might be. Of course, he wants what is best for her, and now he is seeing that there is a whole lot he can do concerning that. He is saying that there is a whole lot he can do concerning Imade having one of the happiest life that he himself could ever even think of. It is not going to be hard for him. Of course, he is trying his best to be wherever he wants to be. That is what he is trying to do. That is what is on his mind right now. And the kind of things that he's planning, it is beyond whatever Sophia Momodu can imagine. It is beyond whatever she can even think of. Because all of it that is happening from the very beginning to the point where he is now, he is making sure that they all understand his own importance. He is making sure that they all understand why he's doing this. He's making sure that they all understand that this is the same particular reason he has been going through all of these things subconsciously. And he has been planning to make sure that they all understand what his pain is. They all understand what exactly he is working towards. These things might not be as easy as it is for Davido, but he is still making sure that Imade is with him, no matter how bad it might be, no matter what exactly might be transpiring, no matter what exactly might be going on. Of course, it is not just that easy for him, but still, he wants them to understand that he will continue to work for the favor of Imade, no matter how bad it might be, no matter what exactly might be happening. And all the things that he has planned for Imade, it is something that he's already knowing, something that he is already happy about, something that he has seen and has decided to make sure that it is possible no matter how bad it might be. That is what Davido is always having in plans for Imade, because he knows that he needs to make sure that she is also fine. She is also happy. She is also aware of what is going on in her life and how exactly Davido has been willing to implement it all of his life. How exactly Davido has been willing to make sure that that is possible. Of course, that is what he has at the back of his mind, and he should be willing to continue to do it, no matter how bad it might be, no matter what exactly might be happening. The truth about Davido is he is trying to make amends for the times he has missed with Imade. He is trying to make amends of that. And that is what he is always putting into consideration. That is what he is always putting into consideration. You know, things like this for Davido, it feels normal for some certain kind of people, but it is not, because he has lost enough with Imade, and he doesn't want to continue that way. He doesn't want to plan to continue that way at all. All that he is willing to do is to make sure that they all understand that he is willing to take that step to ensure Imade's safety, to ensure that Imade is happy, to ensure that Imade is at the right place, to ensure Imade is at the certain place that she needs to be. That is what Davido's plan is. And he is willing to make sure that they all come together at the end of the day and see that Davido is not just trying to distance himself, but it is the other way around. Because there is no way Sophia Momodu will see Davido and also see Imade happy, and she will accept it. As it stands now, she doesn't even like what is going on now, and she wants to make sure that it completely change. She wants to make sure that it completely change from whatever is happening right now. Because for Davido, he knows that he is still going through so many things in his life. He is still going through so many things that he would be willing to make sure that he does to cover everything up. He does everything he can to cover whatever is going on in his life. And that is what he is trying to do for Davido and also for Imade, because he is really sure that no matter how bad it might be right at this moment, he wants them to know that every little thing going on now, every little thing he has been fighting for, the rights that he has been fighting for Imade, he's not just fighting it for fighting sake. No, he's not just fighting it because he just wants to fight. No, it is different because he wants them to understand that he would be willing to push for something better. He would be willing to push for something that will be beneficial to him, no matter how bad it might be. Of course, he might be struggling in his own ways. He might be trying to make ends meet. He might be doing things that he feels like this is the right and perfect time to do. But sometimes those things don't just work out. Sometimes those things don't just work out for him. He has to be extra careful and extra sure that no matter how bad it might be, no matter what exactly might be happening, he would be willing to make sure everybody around him, every little person around him, understands his own pain and they feel it in that same agenda that he's talking about. They understand it and they all know that this is an opportunity for him to get where he wants to be. For Imade, he's always struggling and trying his best that he can, trying everything he can do to make sure that she is happy. I mean, that is the only best that he can do right at this moment, because apart from that, Sophia Momodu never gives him the opportunity. Sophia Momodu never gives him the opportunity to do what he feels like he wants to do, because everything might just come crashing down. Sophia Momodu thinks at the end of the day, Davido will go ahead and take away Imade, because now as he's feeling now, it is just looking that way. It is completely looking that way, because even Davido knows that he needs to get closer to Imade, no matter how bad it might be, no matter what exactly might be going on, because he is sure that he wants everybody to see that he is busy trying his best to, not that he is not trying anything that he can, not that he is not putting in that same response that he has been doing, everything that he has been planning to do for them. Not just because of that, he has been planning to make sure that they all understand what he is going through. They all understand the kind of things that he is going through and what he is willing to do for Imade's safety. Of course, that is what Sophia Momodu wants. But now, the bonding phase between Davido and Imade is already increasing. And now, this is what exactly Davido is hoping for. This is the exact thing that he has been wishing for. And that is where he wants to be with Imade forever. Okay, guys, don't forget, drop your comments at the comment section till we come your way again. Goodbye and peace out.